Good afternoon, y'all. I started to say good morning, but it's long past morning. I've been to church and come home and had lunch and had a nap and all that kind of stuff. In fact, it's after 3 o'clock now. I'm Marlene Bush. I feel like I really need to introduce myself because it's been 2 months since I made a video. I don't think I've ever been that long away from you all. This is Stitching by the Lake, and I am in Hot Springs, Arkansas, and today is June the 11th. Summer is definitely here. It's gotten quite warm in Arkansas. We've had a couple of rains this week, so that's been nice. I'll talk a little bit more about life updates at the end, maybe. Nothing major going on here, just stuff, life stuff, you know. I say a lot, don't I? I need to stop that. It's hard to talk without saying it when you're used to saying it. I have kind of procrastinated on making a video because I thought I don't have anything to show. I kind of have taken a sabbatical from stitching, only not just from stitching, but really kind of from life itself, I guess. I'll talk about that at the end. But anyway, I haven't done a ton of stitching in this 2 months. I've done some, more than I realized that I had done, but nothing like I normally do. I'm a pretty prolific stitcher, typically, but oh no, not May, not April or May. But then when I started gathering things together, y'all, this table is full. And I have another table over there that's full. Not all of it is stuff I've done, obviously, in the last 2 months. But it is stuff I want to talk about and show you and discuss and all that kind of stuff. I have some giveaways that I had on my last video, and I have not forgotten those, so they are here, and I'll do those a little later. And then I have some giveaways for this video as well. I've not done a lot since I was here, but I did go to the Quilter Station retreat in April, which I will talk about somewhere along the line here. I'm also scheduled to go to Tulsa in July for the Silver Needle retreat. I had just been to the Quilter Station retreat in September. It didn't seem like all that long till April, till I went back there again. And I have to say, it's enough that I've kind of gotten some designers twisted around in my mind, and I can't remember who came to which retreat. But I've got some retreat stuff to show you, so that'll kind of help maybe refresh me. I don't know. The older I get, the less my memory catches up with me. First of all, I have one FFO that I don't think I've shown y'all, but maybe I have. Who knows? But if I did, I'll just show you again. This is The House on Pumpkin Hill Pin Keep by Stacy Nash. Let me see if I can get up close. Isn't that cute? Cute pattern. That will end up in a giveaway later, not today. But this, I did not make a pin keep out of it. Y'all, I have so many pillows. I'm going to show you my Patriotic stuff, some of it, later. And I'm telling you, I don't need any more pillows. I love pillows, though. Okay, I ended up framing this myself. I found this frame at Hobby Lobby, and it fit great. It's not perfect because it has a little less fabric left on this side and this side than it does on the top and the bottom. But it's not enough to make much difference, I don't think. And I liked it in this frame. I thought it was really perfect for it, actually. So I just framed it in that. Put a little piece of paper on the back, craft paper. I have not yet put a picture hanger on it, so it's going to have to go on an easel this fall, unless I do better than what I'm doing right now. Okay, I do not have any finished objects. Well, yes, I do. That's a story. I do have some things to be finished, but they were not finished. The stitching was not finished in this last couple of months, I'm pretty sure. I'm positive. But I thought I would look at them with y'all, and you could tell me what you thought about what my plans are. I found this box at Hobby Lobby, of course, back in the Christmas sale, and it was $19.99, and it was, I don't know, at least half off, so I know I didn't pay more than $10 for it. And here's what I'm thinking. On this blank side right here, I'm going to put, I'm going to cut mat board or foam core and cover it with this Lady Dot red velvet. And I have stitched this. I think I showed you this before. I've stitched this. And so on top of the red velvet, I'm going to put this. And then I'm going to glue the whole thing onto here. What do you think? There's no white on the stitching or on the red velvet or anything, and this is white. But I think the white will be okay. It should really make it pop. What do y'all think? Later on, I want to try to put something else on this side so that I can use it for 2 occasions. Maybe a winter scene could go right there. Oh, gosh. Sorry, y'all. My computer did something really weird. But it's okay. We're still here. And then a long time ago, let me put this over there. A long time ago, I stitched this. This is Good Tidings of Joy, a St. Nicholas silhouette, and it's by Needlework Press. It's been a year or more since I stitched this, and I just couldn't. I tried framing it, got a frame that would work, and I didn't like it. I didn't like the frame, I think. I don't think it was the whole idea of framing. I just didn't like it. And then I thought, well, maybe I'll make a drum. And so I pinned it together. But y'all, look how big this drum would be. And you wouldn't be able to see the whole thing. So now I'm back to the idea that maybe I should frame it. Tell me what you think about that. It's a sweet little pattern. Santa Claus helping get the animals on the ark. So think about that and tell me what you think. And then this is a punch needle. I don't remember who the designer is, but I stitched it a couple of years ago, and it's kind of wonky. The house is wonky, and so is my stitching. Or I don't know what happened up here. I may have to just redo that whole thing because it's crooked. It's really crooked. Yeah, I'll have to redo that. Well, so is this side. How do you think I should finish this one? I need some ideas for this one too. Once I straighten that up, should I try to frame it? Or I don't know. Maybe I could make a little skirt for a small broom, like a witch's broom, and put it on there. But square, it doesn't seem to me like the rectangle would fit that. Then, this is Twin Peak Primitives Patriotic Ornament Book of 2022. And I have stitched 3 of these. I think I stitched more. There may be some up there. But I still have 3 more, and I have lots of pillows. So, what can I do? Oh, that was upside down, wasn't it? What can I do besides pillows? Got any thoughts about that? And then this is the last one. In 1979, I stitched this for my mother-in-law. I adored her. Just adored her. The frame that I put it in at the time was one of those $1 dollar store plastic frames. And of course it has, over the years, 40 years, I guess. What? 13, 4, 40 something years. 43 years maybe. That came apart. So it is not a standard size frame. An 8x10 does not work. It's a little larger than that. I'm looking at the back of it, y'all, and I can see threads carried everywhere. I put some interfacing on the back, and you can't really see it real good, but you can see this was when I first started stitching. Lots of carried threads. I could do, I could do a custom frame. That's not an issue. So maybe that's what I should do and leave it for one of my children. Okay. All right. I'm going to talk about whips, but before I talk about whips, I want to say this. In this 2 months that I have been on a sabbatical, I have still watched some Flosstubes, not a lot. Now that's what I told myself. I haven't watched a lot. I've gotten hung up on some other kinds of videos. I like some of the young families that are homesteading. I think I've told y'all that before. I like some of the canning ones because I like to can. I've gotten hooked on police videos. My brother was a policeman, and I think it's just a kind of a way to connect with him since he's no longer with us. But I thought, I look and there are so many new floss tubers. I'm thrilled with that. Absolutely thrilled, because the more we have, the bigger our community gets and the more we can support each other. I love seeing the new ones pop up. And I do watch some of them, but I can't tell you right now who I watched and who I haven't, because there are so many. But I'm going to continue to watch all the ones that pop up. But I thought, well, there's so many new people. Maybe they don't know all of the old floss tubers. So I thought I would tell y'all who I always watch. I might miss one or two, but I don't always comment. Sorry, y'all. Sorry, not sorry. I mean, it happens. It's life. You have time sometimes, and sometimes you don't. But I thought, there's just a few of the old timers, and so I'll just tell them who they are. Well, I started making a list. I make a few little notes, but not many. There's my list that I kind of started. Okay, and I couldn't fit them all on here, and I had to stop. So I'm going to read these to you, but y'all, I've missed so many. And maybe next time I'll try to do a few more, but I didn't want to spend an hour telling you about these people. A fairly new floss tuber is Sarah's Stitchy Spot. She is priceless. She is full of joy, and she's uplifting and positive, and so you should watch her. Saltbox Stitcher Carol is wonderful. Her videos, I never miss one of them. As soon as she makes them, I watch them. And Brenda And Laura, Brendan the Serial Starter are exactly the same way. Cynthia Brew is another one who is precious, and Kim Goldman. Kim's changed the name of her channel. Precious Kim. I got to meet her in Missouri in April. And she's just exactly in person like she is online. Love both of those ladies. The Sable Stitchers, I got to see them in Missouri as well, Lenny and Roberta. Pumpkin Hollow Stitches, Crosshatch Quilts. Helen D. is a fabulous teacher. She's got a couple of new tutorials up on framing. Vonna Pfeiffer is so remarkable, she is beyond words. She has a lot of tutorials that are so, she's a wonderful teacher. Just Shine Sparkle Stitch, make me laugh all the time. Bub My Stitches, Kathleen at Kathleen's Trodden Trail, Jen at Jen's Stitching Niche, and she has an online shop too, by the way. Stitching Between the Lines, Pam, those are my buddies, and I always watch theirs. Teresa Kogut is another one who is such a, not just a fantastic designer, but just a great person. Pam and Steph. Nicola Parkman, of course, is like the ultimate for all of us. She just has beautiful stitching. Colorado Cross Stitcher, Holly's Hands Creates, Daylene, it's so beautiful. She's another positive, joyful person. Stitch Roadies, and wish I could read my writing. Fat Cat Flossing is also in Arkansas. So those are a few. I'll try to make another list next time to tell you some more people that I watch. Okay, now let's talk about whips. This is The Day by Plum Street. Love this. I'm stitching it on 32 count Mayflower. Yep, Mayflower. This is the pattern. Now I'm making some changes to this one. I know I want this whole verse, and so I started at the bottom, which I never ever do, and I'm going to work my way up. There is a goat up here in the corner. He's got to go. Goats can't fly. Sorry, Paulette. Goats can't fly. So maybe I'll put a bird there. We'll see. We'll see. And this is where I am. I think I've maybe added a couple of words since y'all saw this last. I don't think my lighting's good today. It's cloudy out. We've had a couple of good rains this week, and I hope we get another one. I don't think our chances are all that high. I also worked a little bit on John 3:16 from Heartstring Samplery. This is on a 34 count. It's an ACLL fabric, just white. I have several of these types of patterns, and I just love them. I love stitching letters, and I know there are people who don't. I think Kim Goldman said she didn't care for that much, and neither does Sherry at Colorado Cross Stitcher. I'm doing this in, I don't have it on here, maybe Schoolhouse, no, it's a Gloriana. Yep, Schoolhouse Red. It's all caught on the magnet back here on the back of this. Come on. And the threads all messed up. There you go. And I've only gotten this much done. I may have had that done the last time I showed it to you. I don't know. I don't write down anymore what I stitch on every single day. I write down my starts and my finishes. But not what I do every day, because frankly, when I don't stitch, it's discouraging to me. This is a new start. It's called Flowers from Mary. It's from Lottie Da, and it is from one of my retreats, I'm pretty sure. There, that's the pattern. And these, yeah, it's from one of the retreats. These are our threads. Not a lot of colors. I think I started this at the retreat, and this is where I am. It's going to be pretty. I'm not sure what this fabric is. Let me see if it says on here. Straw. I thought it looked like straw. I have quite a bit of straw. It's one of my favorites. I have also started this pattern by Silver Creek Samplers, and it's called Michael's Prayer. I know some of you have seen that. This is what I'm working on right now. I started it a couple of days ago. I'll show you what I'm doing, but I'm thinking about leaving off that top border. That's partly because I made 14 mistakes in my 16 stitches up there. I'm being facetious, of course, but I made a lot of mistakes up in that first border. So, well, it's the only border. So I went ahead and started on the words. And then I made a mistake in the words. And like Jean Lee says, go forward, not backward. So I'm trying to adjust all of that so that I don't have to take any out. But I don't know if that's going to work or not work. And I did a lot of substitutions in the threads for this. I didn't have several that they called for, so I just picked some others. You know, they're just kind of standard colors, red, white, and blue, and gold, and then a couple of others. I've been going occasionally out to Hot Springs Village, which is about 40 minutes away from me, and stitching with some ladies out there. And this week when I went, I decided I would take a mill hill because, you know, there's just not so much to carry when you have a mill hill pattern. And I had one started. Let's see where I am here. Where's the pattern? Oh, there it is. I had this one started called Enchanted Pumpkin. It's been started for a couple of years. Y'all, this is really fiddly. What I call fiddly. A few stitches, skip a few more stitches, go right, go left. So that's why it's been started for a couple of years, because I'm just having trouble. Gosh, there's paper behind that. Let's see. There. It's going to be pretty when it's done. It's got some pretty beads. But I'm making myself work on it, even though it's not really my favorite right now. Because I want to start this one. And I'm not going to let myself start this one until I have finished that one. But this is a really good one to carry with me to stitch with other folks. This one, my friend Kim and I both bought at the Silver Needle. It was so pretty stitched up. So Kim, let me know when you want to start that one. Even if I'm not through with the Halloween one, maybe I'll do it anyway. Y'all know that I have been working on these patterns from Madame Chantilly. There are 25 of these. I have finished all but 4. It's called French, I call it French Christmas. That's not the name of it, but I don't think it has a name. Anyway, I don't know what I have finished since I last showed you. I'm not going to go back and show you all the other ones, but I'll show you this. My friend Meryl Crawford has loaned me this pattern. She may regret it because it's taking me so long. They're just as cute as they can be. They don't take long, 2 or 3 hours. They're so cute. So cute. I got down to number 20, I guess it was. And then I just couldn't wait to do Baby Jesus. So sweet. Anyway, 4 more to go, and then I'll be through with this series. I would like to say that I'm going to work on these this coming week and try to get them finished up, but I'm not sure. And then this, let's see, Joyous Noel by Blackbird Designs. It's on 32 count cream and sugar. This too is a borrowed pattern from my friend Kim, who lives in Georgia. This is the pattern. You've probably all seen it. It's wonderful. And I've gotten quite a bit of progress on this one. Or at least I think I have. This is where I am. I'd love to think that I would have this finished in July when I'm going to see my friend Kim again. But no promises, Kim. No promises. I'm pretty sure you have plenty to stitch on. She has way more patterns than me, y'all. I'm not sure how she did that, but she does. Well, yeah, I do know how she did it, but we won't talk about that. Okay. Autumn at Hawk Run Hollow by Carriage House. I'm stitching this on 32 count French roast. This is what it looks like. I saw this framed at, oh y'all, what's the name of the cross stitch shop at Branson? I'll think of it as soon as I get off of here. And y'all are yelling at me. I can hear you. I am stitching this in silks. I bought that when I was in Branson years ago, and then I started buying the silks a few at a time. There is no way I could have just splurged and bought all of those. It wasn't going to happen. So I would buy 4 or 5 every time I went to the Shepherd's Needle, which is sometimes far too often because that's the best shop in the whole wide world. French roast, I told you that. And this is where I am. I'm working on this first block. Y'all, building that house, it was not easy. I worked quite a while on that. But the house is finished, and so my next job is to complete that block. Now, I'm not going to stitch all of these blocks. I did buy the fabric, enough fabric to do that, but I have decided that I only want fall on here, not Halloween. So I'm going to take off the graveyard and the witch and maybe just those 2. I don't know. I'll decide that later. Okay, that I think is all that I have been working on. Let me put these back in my little tubby here so that I don't lose them. Oh dear, I dropped one. I'm going to move this to the floor anyway because, excuse me y'all, because I got to have a little bit more room. I know that a lot of people have shown the things they got at Quilter Station, but some of you may not have seen that, so I'm going to show just a couple of them. We got a wonderful chart from R&R, but I can't show it because it doesn't have a cover picture. This pattern, I better take it out of here. I totally am in love with this. I'm making myself finish some other things before I start it. It's Trumpet of Swans Biscornu by Stacy Nash. I hope y'all can see that. Look at those wonderful colors. There aren't all that many colors in there, but oh my goodness, so pretty. And we got it came with this little sack, the little zipper sack, and the fabric. Let me see. I don't know what this fabric is. It came with a little scissor charm and ribbon and floss. These are all Weeks Dye Works. Aren't those pretty? Well, I don't know where's the best place to see them. On my white hair. That'd be good. So I can't wait to start this one. Well, I can wait. I will wait till I get a couple more things finished. And we got from Needlework Press this Jeanette Buckley sampler. So pretty. I believe that the fabric is 36 count Fox and Rabbit. Hog bristle, I think is what this is. Here you go. Excuse me. And the threads are Classic Colorworks. Get them a little untangled here for you. Again, against my white hair. There you go. Pretty. Really pretty. Excuse me. I've had a ticklish throat for 3 or 4 weeks. I love these little bags that they put them in. Excuse me a minute, y'all. And she also gave us a little paper project. I'm so sorry. I think I'm getting warm, which would be unusual because it was like a frozen locker at church and Sunday school this morning. I'm going to try to cover this up and see if you can see that little pattern. It says industry at the top. My lighting's so bad because of the weather. And we also got this wonderful little box. It's a bamboo salt box. Got a pattern from Blackbird Designs that we can stitch on here and then finish it on this top. And as always, she gives us these wonderful bags, and they really are wonderful. They have a little zipper pocket here, and they are big. I mean, look at that. They hold all kinds of stuff. Okay. Now, where am I? This was a gift I received from, excuse me, my friend Robin. She sent me, y'all, this pattern. I didn't have it. Little House Needleworks, Simple Joys. And then she sent me all 12 of the Cottage Garden, A Time for All Seasons. There are 12 of these. I won't show them all, but look at that rabbit. Let's see, what else is back here? They're all so cute. So, I'm going to hold on to these and stitch at least some of them. And then Rob and I'll pass them along in a giveaway. I did buy a couple of things in the last few months. I'm mostly buying fabric, although, y'all, have you seen the 10-year anniversary kit that the Shepherd's Needle has? So, so cute. It's a hands-on design pattern, and I can't wait to stitch it. You go look, because it's cute. I bought, this is a 32 count old stationery. That's a nice neutral color. And this is a 32 count Steinbeck. There's these two together. Wonderful colors. I did buy those two. And this is a heartstring samplery kit. It's Psalm 23. This is from her small samplings collection, and it is a reproduction. The girl's name is Emma Fisher, and she was 15 in 1859. So that's on my due very soon list. And then I got, I want to get things all mixed up here. From my friend Ann, I got some patterns, some old patterns to give away. And I'm not going to show those this time. I'm going to do these next time. I had a giveaway. Let's see. Oh, there's so much I want to show you. But I've already been on here like over 35 minutes. The giveaway that I had last time, I'm going to announce the winners now. This is number 1, and the winner is Jan Turner. Number 2 is Diane Wilson Nana Cupcake. That's number 2. Number 3 is a heart and hand pattern, Memory Frost. Judy Gibbons is number 4 winner. Number 5 winner is Dixie Doodles. Number 6 is Arlene Curry. Number 7 is Lynn Bloom, the teacups. Number 8 is Nupur. I may have mispronounced that. Number 9 is a folder full of Christmas stockings, Cindy Martinez. And number 10 was Emily Wittenberg. If you all will email me, and I'll put my email address below, in the box down below, and send me your address, your mailing information, your name and your address, then I will get those out in the mail to you. Now, for today's giveaway, I have, first of all, this is a pattern that was gifted to me by Abby Bellastitch, Miss Mary Mack. And this is going to be number 1. Number 1. No, let's don't do that. let's do this. Sorry, y'all. I have trouble with the generator thingy. In your comment, please write Mary had a little lamb. Okay? Mary had a little lamb. Okay. And then I have some heartstring samplery patterns. This one, these are all festive little fobs. And for this one, put the word scissors. Scissors. This one is the springtime, and let's do bluebird. Bluebird. This is her patriotic ones, and let's put flag. Flag. This one is her woodland edition, and let's do fox. F-O-X, fox. This one is Valentine, so just use the word Valentine. And this one is beekeeping. Use the word hive, H-I-V-E. Okay. Y'all, my bees are doing so good. I'm going to have lots of honey in July. My poor son-in-law, he's the one that has to take care of my bees. I have 3 hives right now. 2 of them are very young. I wanted to show you, I have a bag that I keep for, like, going somewhere to stitch. Out to the village when I meet with those ladies, or wherever. If I'm traveling, going to my son's for the weekend, or my sister's, I use this bag from Colorado Cross Stitcher. I have a ton of bags. I don't even know how many bags I have. I have so many. And I love bags. This one is very, very excellent for taking with you. It has a big, huge zipper pocket on this side. I'm not getting any kickback, y'all. Okay. Big pocket on that side. And a big pocket here. I actually have even bought 2 of these. Sometimes I use it for a makeup case. Several things will go in here. I use one of the hoop stands that kind of goes down under your bottom. It's that you sit on. And I take a couple of hooks for that, and that'll go in here, and my light's going to go in here, and 3 or 4 or 5 folders will go in here. It just depends on, you know, what you're taking. But I wanted to show you this because I have 3 different lights that I take with me when I'm going to stitch. I don't take them all at one time. I'm of the opinion that if you're going to have 5 million patterns or whatever patterns you have, why can you not have a light for every occasion? I think that should be our motto, a light for every occasion. Now sometimes I take an extension cord because you don't know where you're going to be able to plug in. Sometimes I take this little halo bolt power pack, I guess. I don't know. I have this one and I have a big one. Big one meaning the size of a brick. About that heavy, like a brick. It's pretty heavy. And you can charge these up and plug your light into it if your light's got that kind of, what is that called? USB? Or it will plug into the wall. If you run out of this battery backup right here, you can recharge it here, or you can recharge it here, or you can plug it into the wall, put your extension cord. No, your extension cord won't go on this one. It's the other one. Anyway, several different ways you can do this. And plug your light into it. And it will go for quite a while. I ordered this light right here from 1, 2, 3 stitch. It is a daylight light. Now, when you first opened it up, excuse me, I'm not used to talking this much. It's got this much light. And then you can, whoops, there's the first one, there's the second one, and there's the third one. So you can get almost any amount of light. Now this one, it will not, it doesn't have a magnifier. It's just a light. But it's great in some situations when light is all you need. If I'm stitching on 28 count, all I need is a light. I don't need a magnifier. And 32, most of the time I can do. And this is from Daylight. It's top flat like this. Okay, that's a great one to have in your list of lights. The second one I'm going to show you, you know what, I've got 4. I only brought 2. I'll show you the others next time, maybe. Then I have this. This is also a Daylight. Uh-oh. Drop the plug in. This is the one, Nicola has shown this one, I think. It's not the one she's currently using, but it telescopes up like this, and it swivels around like this, and it will go out like that. That's the light on it. Very bright. But this one too does not have the magnifier. So next time I'll show you what I usually have in my bag that does have a magnifier. I thought we might do a little kind of series on things to put in your travel bag for retreats or vacations or whatever. So we'll work on that a little bit more. Now, gosh, we're 50 minutes in. I also brought several Patriotic things to show you. So, let's start on that and see how far we get. Excuse me. I have a big coffee table that my son made for me. I treasure it, as you can well imagine. And this toolbox fits on it. In fact, it doesn't cover the full length of the coffee table. It's quite a large one. I used to have one made out of a pallet. And I liked it, but I love the one my son made. So I'm going to show you a few of the pillows that I have. Please don't ask me who made the patterns, designed the patterns, because I'm not going to remember. This may have come from that Twin Peak Primitives one. I'm not sure. This pair, though, I do know. What is her name? Santa's and Marley. Oh, geez. I can't think the whole. It's a blog that has free patterns that are on pairs. Somebody tell us the name of that. I think this one may have come from Twin Peak. I don't know anything, y'all, I don't know the fabrics. This has been done over several years. Here's another cute one. Finished with ticking and some lady dot pom-poms. It's got a little problem right there. Here is Uncle Sam, a USA one. This could be Lizzie Kate. I stitched this probably back all the way in 2015 or 16, and I don't know. Here is a strawberry in here. I don't think this is Patriotic. You don't belong there, sweetheart. I'll show it to you. I don't know why it's in there. Here is Home of the Brave. With just some cording around it that I glued that's now trying to come off. This I'm pretty sure is Lizzie Kate. As is this one, I think. All of those are in that tool box on my coffee table. Then, here's a little strawberry just made out of plain fabric. It's not stitched. I mean, other than I made it, but it's just plain fabric. Those are easy to do. This could be a Lizzie Kate, not sure. These are in a little bitty wooden box. This is a pattern that my friend Kathleen sent me, but I don't know the name of it. And I think this might be a Lizzie Kate. They had a lot of little ones. This one, I don't remember at all, even though I did it pretty recently. This Sweet Land of Liberty, I stitched that quite a while back, and I made it into kind of a little purse. But I found that because I wanted to hang it in a particular spot, but it kept folding up on me. So all I did was cut a piece of foam core and put down into that to hold it steady. And now it stays out straight, just like I want it. Just a couple more things. Okay. This I stitched a couple of years ago, maybe. It's Brenda Gervais. This fabric is from her. Lady Dot Creates Pom-Poms. On this little, it was a box on a pedestal. I don't know what to call that. Another little hanging piece. And this one, I haven't put anything in there, and it will not hang straight. So there's a lesson for you. It folds in like that. So I need to cut a piece to put on that. And then a Lizzie Kate that I did also back in 2015 or 16 or somewhere in there that I made into a little pillow. That's all I brought out to show you, but I wanted to show you these two things because if you don't have a lot of a particular holiday that you've stitched, you'd like a little bit more decorations, try running through the local flea market because I have two things here that I found that I decorate with that I didn't stitch. This one is stitched by someone, S-C-H-A-M-S, Shams, in 2014. I don't remember. It was in some kind of a frame, but I took it out and reframed it in this little box, which is really a Christmas box that I got at Hobby Lobby. And I think it's cute as it can be. It is not a museum piece, but it's cute to add to your decorations. And this is the same. This one came just like this. It says Log Cabin Crafts, Gary and Marilyn Finley in Hot Springs. I think that's who framed it. But look how cute. And I used both of those in my patriotic decorations. Okay. That is all that I have to show you. Thank goodness. getting really close to an hour, and that is my outside limit. I don't like to do more than an hour, so I'm going to talk real fast. Life update. I told you earlier that I'd kind of taken a sabbatical from stitching, and there was a reason for that. I mentioned, I think last time, that I was having some trouble with my back and my hip. When Jerry was in the hospital in October, he was in ICU for 2 weeks. I had to, the hospitals are trying so bad, y'all, so bad. And they don't have enough staff. So we stayed with him 24/7 in ICU. And we had to lift him. He was unable to even lift himself up. And he's a big guy. When he went in, he weighed 250. When he came out, he weighed 220. We lifted him up out of the bed. His recliner that he sat in did not have a handle that you pull to put the footrest up. It assumed that you had the strength to push on the arms and push yourself back. He did not. So we had to bend down and pull the footrest part up. So we were lifting the part of the chair and part of him. Anyway, soon after we got home, and I had to help him at home a lot of that time too. Soon after we got home, my left hip started giving me a lot of trouble. I had bursitis in that hip some years ago, and it was back with a vengeance. So I went to the doctor, got into physical therapy, did physical therapy for 3 months. Made some progress, but not much. Couldn't sleep at night, was sleeping in the recliner, had an MRI done, and realized that I had a pinched nerve. I had begun to get pain all the way down my leg, my left leg, down all the way to my ankle. And that was from the pinched nerve. So I went to a hip surgeon, and they gave me a shot in my left hip, which really calmed down that bursitis. It was a miracle for me. But I still was having pain down my leg, in my lower back. So I went to, who was next? A back surgeon. And he agreed with me after the MRI that I do not need surgery. Not any kind. I don't need any kind of surgery. I do have some slightly bulging discs and some slight stenosis, but it was the nerve that was giving me the problem. So he started me on a medication called gabapentin, and it has made all the difference in my life, absolutely all the difference. I have gone on to a neurosurgeon who is my pain management doctor, and we're going to continue with the gabapentin for at least another month and see where I am before we talk about shots in my spine area. I have for several months not been able to walk up and down stairs normally. I walk one step at a time, and it is painful. My balance was off. I could walk maybe a block down and a block back, but it was very painful for me. And I am now walking a mile without pain. I have a little bit of ache in my lower back and a little bit of ache in my hip, but it's not painful. And I have been able to walk up and down a flight of stairs normally. Now, my left hip still feels like maybe it's going to give out on me, something like that. It's not. So it became a season of rest for me. And it was quite a lengthy season of rest. I really did not stitch much. I didn't want to. I was exhausted from not sleeping, and trying to grit my teeth and bear it, and that wasn't working for me. So I am very thankful that we have found a solution for me, because it changed my life, and not in a positive way. Not being able to do the things I normally do, the things I want to do. I had cut back, way back on everything. So I'm now beginning to get out more and do a few more things that I want to do. a little bit in the yard, but not much yet, because that bending over is still hard for me. Anyway, that's kind of where I am with that. What else life update do I have? I don't think I really do. Things are good. Jerry's good. His surgery, I think he's almost fully recovered from his heart surgery. He feels good. He's still not terribly active. He still is not back up to strength. But he feels good, and that's the best part. He feels good. So I thank you for the cards that you sent and the emails and the texts that you sent, because they have blessed me way more than you can know. They have kept me positive and uplifted, and I'm thankful for all of those. So that's where we are. Praise to the Lord. I'm getting back to normal, and He has carried me through some tough days. So that's it. I promised to try. Notice I didn't say I promised to do. I said I promised to try to be back around the 1st of July. I want to tell you then where my bees are, and if we're going to get to harvest in July, and I'm pretty sure we are going to get to harvest then. I hope I have a couple more finishes to show you. I have ordered a couple more things from the shepherd's needle, but I'm doing better. I'm still writing in my notebook what I buy and how much I'm spending, so that I know. I have ordered some fabric, and I have ordered 2 Prairie Schooler leaflets that my friend Sandy has started, and they're just so cute. I think they must be fairly new. It's a village kind of thing. There's a train on one and a train station, and there are 2 of them, and I don't remember what numbers they are, but they're so cute. So I've ordered those 2. And there's one other pattern that I've ordered that I cannot remember right now. And the kit for the 10th anniversary for the shepherd's needle. So those things should be here in the next couple of weeks. I'm hoping they will be anyhow. And I'll have those to show you the next time we get together. I hope y'all are well. I hope that you are getting to stitch a lot, or if you're taking a sabbatical, remember that God created the Sabbath because we need to rest. Sometimes we even need to rest from cross-stitching, and we need a season of rest or a day of rest. Maybe it's just a week for you. Maybe it's not 2 months like it was for me. But it's okay to rest when you need it. So, y'all be blessed, and I'll see you in about a month. Bye-bye.